At the moment, what are the most troublesome symptoms for you?
I just don't have a life anymore. I faint. I'm weak all the time.
Marianne barely leaves her sofa bed. She caught COVID-19 2 years ago and still hasn't recovered. Her doctor has diagnosed her with long COVID.
My dog tried to escape because I'm in a new apartment. I ran 5 steps and it made me faint. Afterwards, I was shaking on the floor. I couldn't get up.
Do you feel that as soon as you make any effort, you have no energy left?
That's it. Before, I was a champion roller skater and video gamer. That involves using a lot of energy. I had loads of endurance then, but now I have none at all.
Marianne, who's 40, also suffers from vomiting, food allergies, weight loss and worsening eyesight. Symptoms her doctor is monitoring closely.
Physically, you can't see it. She looks like a woman like you, who could very well go out and work. But as soon as she starts doing anything, her body cannot keep up. Patients like this are invisible, and yet they are really suffering.
Marianne only leaves her house twice a week, always in a wheelchair, for medical appointments that can't be done online. She counts her steps so as not to exhaust herself.
My life is no longer a life, it's about survival. I'm always thinking about how much pain something will cause me.
Her father and her boyfriend visit as often as possible. They do her shopping, housework, prepare her meals and feed Cookie, the dog.
Dans 2 minutes, c'est mangé. Pour l'instant, c'est au jour le jour.
We are living day by day. We will see. Maybe tomorrow someone will have a genius idea and find a cure. While we are waiting, we have organized her life as best we can.
A set of rules governs Marianne and Quentin's romantic relationship. Before taking off his face mask, he self-isolates for 3 days and then takes a COVID test.
It's really difficult to live with, for her and for me.
It doesn't leave any room for spontaneity. I'd like to take him in my arms.
We have to be very careful.
He coughed yesterday.
I'm not well.
He's probably ill, so I'm scared.
Marianne is not alone. Since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic 5 years ago, sufferers have been coming forward with old and new symptoms that won't go away. In 2022, French lawmakers voted in favour of a long COVID programme to gather data and improve medical care. But the legislation was never applied. This senator is among several who are calling on the government to bring it into force.
The responses we've had have been evasive. We've been told, yes, we'll do it, but we're still waiting. Of course there's a lack of resources, but that's a problem for public hospitals in general. They're doing what they can, but patients are waiting and they need help urgently.
In the south of France, near Montpellier, the regional health agency has stepped in, financing a special long COVID clinic. Such a facility is a rare thing in France. Alexandrine caught COVID-19 3 years ago. She's still suffering from exhaustion, muscle pain, and has trouble concentrating. The clinic is putting her through a series of tests. MRI scan, X-rays, physio appointment.
Ça a été votre parcours aujourd'hui?
Oui, ça a été chargé.
Ouais, j'imagine.
The aim is to eliminate the possibility that she has another condition.
Allez, on continue. On s'arrête pas. D'accord?
D'accord.
There is not yet an official, widely agreed method of diagnosing long COVID. The series of tests is important for Alexandrine. Friends and even family members have cast doubt on her illness.
Everyone says it's in your head, it doesn't exist.
A lot of people think that long COVID is a purely psychological condition, but that's not the case. They're punished twice, first by their illness, and second by friends, family, and society in general.
I feel alone when people say that. I'm determined to prove that I have long COVID. I know how I feel.
The results of the tests have come through.
We've carried out enough tests to be sure that there is no other diagnosis. That means we can now formally state that you have long COVID.
Researchers have not yet found a cure for long COVID. But Dr. Larcher has recommended respiratory physio, strategies to manage her energy, and speech therapy.
He's looking for solutions so that my health might improve. I have some hope now.
After 3 years of feeling left in the dark, for Alexandrine, there's some light at the end of the tunnel.